What's going on? And welcome into another episode for Just a Bet Outside. I am your host, Steven. We're going to give you some recap and reactions to that interesting NFL championship weekend. We had one absolutely terrible game and one pretty dang good game. And luckily, we went live during that game. So that was a lot of fun. Before we dive into all that and also go over some storylines about what most people are talking about right now about the reffing in that game and whether it's rigged or not and all that kind of stuff. And maybe a little bit of Super Bowl preview, but it's going to be brief. We'll give you some more videos later. Before we do, please hit like and subscribe if you haven't already. We have a decent amount of views and not many likes. If you could please hit like, that would really help us out. If you want to leave a comment just to help with algorithms and just say one word, that's fine with us too. We appreciate all the help. We just started a Discord channel. That's right. It is official. We have a Discord channel. It'll be below this video if you want the invitation link, and it's also in our profile. So please be sure to check that out and join if you want daily bets and just a good community to talk back and forth with. It's a ton of fun. Also, one more big announcement is we are about to do YouTube videos daily every morning for NBA. We're going to break down the NBA slate and give out best bets. It'll be quick videos, 10, 15-minute type videos, and we'll give out best bets every day along with Discord. So it's going to be a ton of fun. Had to get the announcements out of the way. Ryan, how are we doing today?
We're doing good. I mean, we had a great live showing, a ton of fun, blast. I got the win with the Chiefs, so can't be doing bad. Good day.
I agree. That was a ton of fun. Thanks for everyone for showing out. Before we bring up our best bets recap page, let's talk some dad jokes. What do you think? I want to.
Sure.
Okay. I just heard two that I got to do it. I just have to. All right, you ready? What do you call a man with no knees? Pause for effect.
Not this
Tony.
one.
Tony. That is good. You know it and I know it. Tony. You get it? Come on, people. All right. Do you know, Ryan? I don't know if not many people know this, but you don't actually need a parachute to go skydiving. But you do need a parachute to go skydiving twice. I'm just letting you know.
That one's way better than the first one. First
I
one was
don't know.
lame.
Leave a comment. Which one's better, first or second? I like the Tony. Sorry to all Tonys, by the way. I apologize. It's my fault. Anyways, all right.
Shins.
There's not many. Who has no shin? If you have no shin, you have no toes, probably, right?
Yeah,
No one's cutting off just their shin. Who's cutting off their shin from their knee to the air?
Born that way. Born without shins. I got a feeling there's probably a couple
also
that
have no
basically...
toes, though.
Nah, I think they probably have a foot. I can almost guarantee it.
The foot is connected to the knee?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I don't know about that. That's interesting. That's ridiculous. I'd love.
That's not ridiculous. I bet there's somebody that has that, and it's been hard life.
No, I'm sure it's a hard life. But what I'm saying is that they're cut off at the knees. You don't have a foot if you're cut off at the knee.
That's if you cut it off. I'm not saying cut it off. Born with no shin calf thing.
Okay.
Anyways, way off topic.
Guys, I just want to say our goal of making this a shorter video has already failed. So here we go. Best bets recap. Let's dive in. How did we do? We did okay. Another okay weekend. Ryan, 2-0 with Eagles and Chiefs. Look at that. Good guesses. Way to flip a coin. You nailed it. Nice 2-0 weekend, though. Eagles, easy win, -2.5. Chiefs was not easy, but that was a nice win at -105. I hit the under. That was my favorite bet of the weekend. I just threw 49ers and Bengals out, kind of guessing, hoping for some value, but I didn't hit on either. Bengals were close. And then the player props. Again, guys, we are 22-9 in the last 31 on an absolute tear. Purdy under 222. Did he go under, Ryan?
Yes, by a mile.
Yeah, I think he did. And even if he was healthy, he was going under, trust me. Juju, longest reception, under 19.5. He had one catch for 7 yards. Not even a sweat. Well, it kind of was. Whenever Mahomes threw kind of far, I was worried who was catching it. And then Devontae Smith was the loser. And honestly, he was just a loser because of game script. And that game was just, the Chiefs didn't try to, or the Eagles didn't try to throw the ball at all. They didn't have to. They just wanted to get in, get the win, and get out. Live stream bets 2 and 3 if you count our live bet at halftime that I had. But, it wasn't great. I was on the Bengals, and the Jamar Chase touchdown, couldn't get it. Ryan got his Travis Kelce anytime touchdown. But not bad. Championship week record, 7-6, up a half a unit pretty much. Playoffs were up 1.5, so kind of okay. And the season, as you guys all know, we're up 14. So we're still not at 20 altogether. We got one Super Bowl left. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, let's dive in. We're not gonna spend too much time just breaking down the 49ers and Eagles. I mean, we don't need to. The game was 31-7. 49ers had no chance, no quarterback. McCaffrey came in. Josh Johnson, right? Is that the name?
Yep.
Josh Johnson.
hmm
Did I have that right? Okay. Yeah, I thought he was retired a long time ago. There's just no chance. The Eagles were just knocking him out left and right. And if Purdy was in, I'm gonna be honest, guys, it didn't look good offensive line wise for the 49ers. Like the Eagles were coming at him and coming at him hard. Hassan Reddick had a hell of a game. I don't know. Ryan, you think the 49ers would have had a chance at all healthy?
Not with Purdy, unfortunately. The experience, like I was saying in the preview video, the experience isn't there to face a defensive pass rush like that. If you're sending extra guys and things like that to make up the pass rush, it's a little easier, hit hot routes, things like that. But when it's just send four, get to the quarterback, and everyone's covered, it makes it tough on an inexperienced quarterback. So if they had an experienced quarterback, I would have liked to see what that defense for the 49ers could have done because, man, they're special defense.
But that's hard on any quarterback, whether you have
Yeah,
experience or not. It's a front four getting in every play. You know what I mean?
yes. Oh, absolutely. But when you have a quarterback that, Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, the elites, you got a better
Yeah.
chance for sure. And
Oh,
with a
I
defense
agree.
like
And
that, yeah.
I agree. And I think what we didn't talk about is when you did mention the lack of experience last week's show. Part of that is just knowing what to do with the ball, calling audibles, hot routes, those kind of
Oh,
things that
yeah.
I don't think you get a lot from rookies. I think he's just like, here's the call from Shanahan. I'm going to run that because I'm a rookie, and these guys have been doing it
Mm-hmm.
forever. And he's not reading the field like you see the elite players do. Not, I don't know if
Yep.
Jalen Hurts does that either yet. You know what I mean? But that is something that's huge when you play an elite defense. So, real quick, so this is a number one defense that didn't make the Super Bowl again. So Shanahan's still looking for that Super Bowl win. The Bosa's are both out now. Chargers Bosa, holy cow! Joey Bosa, he's a character. I saw another
Yep.
video of him with a fan.
Yeah, they
He's
didn't
got
look
some.
like it end well. He needed to just walk away.
Yeah, you need to walk away. Fans are stupid, but yeah, you need to walk away. Real quick question about the Niners before we completely wrap them up and don't talk about them again until the draft shows. Is Purdy going to be the starter next year?
No, no. Well, how long is Lance out? I don't know if Lance is
Oh,
back healthy in time. If Lance
that's true.
doesn't make it back in time because of health and the injury, then I can see Purdy being it. But that's a tough situation. Any which way you slice it, like you want it to be Lance, but there you get Purdy, who won all those games in a row. Like anytime Trey Lance struggles, if he comes out the starter, he's got a
Yeah.
guy looking over his shoulder. So I don't
How
know.
many
That's tough.
years are the 49ers going to have an elite defense, a good coach, great running game, and just can't get the quarterback position figured out and not ever win a Super Bowl? Jimmy G took him to a Super Bowl, didn't win it. Now we're on Brock Purdy. Is it Trey Lance or Brock Purdy next year? In my opinion, it's got to be an open competition. It just has to be. These guys got to fight it out, and you got to get the best out of each one. And that's just what I think. But going into next year with two extremely young quarterbacks, I don't know, man. It's tough. Purdy got
Yeah.
some good experience this year, though, I will
Oh,
say.
for sure. Yeah.
So, on to the Eagles real quick. Good for Jalen Hurts. I remember Jalen Hurts getting yanked in the national championship game for Tua Loa. Who had I do on that one? Anyways,
Getting
he
better.
got yanked, and I mean, he's been playing the whole season, and he gets yanked in the national title game. Tua comes in, wins the game, but the whole time, Jalen Hurts is on the sideline being like his biggest cheerleader. He was jacked up. He was a great teammate. He seems like a good dude. After the game, he was so happy for Tua. Not everybody can do that. So I'm just happy for Jalen Hurts. I think he's has a chip on his shoulder. He's out to prove people wrong. A lot of people this year said he's not a good enough quarterback to play.
A lot.
Myself included, I did not think he had a good enough arm. It did help that he has just an elite team around him, but he did play well. I will say he played well. So what do you think about this Eagle team?
I think he nailed it. I mean, his qualities is what helps his team a bunch. It's
Mm.
everything, outside of the football field. It's the leadership. It's the dedication, the determination, all the qualities. He has those now. It's just a matter of finding the arm to match it. Because if he has the arm to match everything else, he's going to be special in the future. He's not quite there yet and submitted himself. Because once quarterback gets paid and your team's not as good, that's when you really find out who's elite of the elites.
I didn't know you're talking about Dak Prescott now. Okay.
Oh, had to get Dak in there somehow.
Oh, okay, sure.
No,
Interesting.
he's not Dak.
No, real quick though, Philly sports fans just watched the Phillies lose in the World Series. it's awesome that they get the Phillies in the World Series followed by the Eagles in the Super Bowl. But if the Eagles lose the Super Bowl, these Philly fans are going to be super depressed. I mean, to go
Yeah.
that far, it's cool to see it, but then to lose both would suck. So that's going to be interesting to see. But yeah, 49ers out, Eagles moving on to the Super Bowl in Arizona. Second game, Bengals at Chiefs. We all know the game. We went live. We talked to you guys all about it. 23-20, 9 penalties to 4. Let's just start there. It was 9 penalties to 4, Cincy, okay?
Mhm.
You know, some of these penalties were right,
Yeah.
I think. You see holding penalties where the guy's clotheslining him. The late hit at the end of the game, I'm sorry, it was right. Do I think it was called perfectly both ways? Probably not. I think there was a humongous missed roughing the passer call on Burrow. The Chiefs came and shoved him to the ground well after the play. He fell down. Nothing was called. And there's no way that doesn't get called on the other side. These refs did not have a good game, in my opinion. Consistency wise, I thought there was a really touchy pass interference call. The guy the Bengals player puts the hand on his hip a little early and then
Mm-hmm.
jumps over. The rule, according to even the guy on TV,
Yep.
was if you turn him a little, it is a pass interference. He did not turn him. That was a bad call. Another first down call. The coach was livid. I don't know, Ryan. Uh, I'm not here. This is not me going on a soapbox saying this game is rigged. Just so you know,
That was
we will.
trending though. That
We
was
will.
trending big time on Twitter, for sure.
Yes, probably I'll get people that bet the Bengals to win. But what I will say is
Could be.
this. Well, we'll talk about it a little bit after this and what the NFL wants and all that kind of stuff in regards to the Super Bowl matchup. But what do you think, Ryan? I mean, the penalties played a big factor in this close
They
of a game.
they did, and I even said it on the live stream. I didn't want to see it end the way it kind of did, but it was the right call on the, illegal hit out of bounds on Mahomes. It was the right call. I just didn't want to see it that way because there were so many other calls that were either missed or called throughout that entire game that just
Mhm.
made it feel that much worse. Like, oh man, come on, are you kidding me again? And some of
Yeah,
the flags that were thrown, that pass interference one that you're talking about, or I think it was a different one, it was a defensive holding. The flags were coming out so late. It was like you were just like waiting for it. You're expecting it to happen, and you're like, "Where's the flag? Where's the flag?" There it is, and that's what makes it brutal. Like if you're confident and throw it right away, and it's obvious, fine, no big deal. But the way it happened really, really sucked. As far as like, I saw some people complaining about the hold or the push in the back on the punt return because that was such a huge play. You can find holdings and those things on every single play in the NFL, like, it happens. So, I don't know.
they didn't call it on the Chiefs ones though. Just saying.
You're right. You are right. So, I don't know. It
Um,
it was a big factor, but yeah.
it was. I just wish it was both ways. But even like your reaction to me when we were live said it all. Like you wanted the Chiefs to win, but
Mhm.
when they called that late hit, you're like, "Ugh," that helped your team. But you're just like, you know what? Dang it! Like that's not how you want a team
Right.
to. And let's be clear here, by the way. I think there was like 7 or 8 seconds left. If that was not called, or if that penalty did not happen, it
Yep.
would have been a 60-yard field goal. And the Chiefs would have maybe also had one more chance to get maybe 5 yards out route to get it to a 55-yarder. So that wasn't. I mean, that guy was devastated after the game. You could
Feel bad
see
for
it,
him.
and his teammates are behind him now. I saw one teammate go with him when the media was with him,
Mhm.
just to stand by him, his side. You know that guy didn't lose the game for them. It was such a bad play by him. But are we missing the fact that Joey B had the ball with 3 minutes left to go win a game and go to the Super Bowl, and he did not make it happen? That might have
Exactly.
been the roughing the passer penalty, but that didn't stop the
Right.
drive. The Chiefs defense stepped up when they had to. They
They sure
really
did.
did, and that's not being talked about right now. Um, the Bengals didn't do a lot. I mean, I think they got one first down right out of the goal line. They had a big 3rd and 15. They made a big play, got out, and I said that was huge. At least now we know Mahomes won't get the ball back. I
Right.
was wrong. They now went 3 and out after that, and Mahomes got the ball back just enough time. And yeah, the Chiefs defense stepped up. They need some credit. The Bengals offense did not. How many times do you watch these games and in the first quarter you see who's dominating the trenches? Whose O-line is protecting their quarterback and whose is not? And usually the loser of that game is the team that's struggling to protect. And it happened again. The Eagles protected really well and got to the quarterback well. They dominated the trenches. They won. The Chiefs early on, especially, the Chiefs were blocking really well. Mahomes had all day. and the Bengals were not. Joey B was running for his life. Chris Jones
Yep.
dominated the game.
Oh, heck of a game.
So yeah, heck of a game. So I mean, the trenches just tell it all. But Joey B comes up short again. He's young. He's been to a Super Bowl and an AFC title game, 2 AFC title games. He's going to be fine. This team will be fine. They are not going to be on panic mode next year, Ryan, unless they're 0-5. Okay, we won't do that again.
Well, we got to do
But
panic time again, but maybe
yeah,
I won't jump on that ship quite yet.
not quite. Real quick though, remember how one of my biggest statements was, "Will Mahomes be known as the GOAT when his career's over?" And I said he will be. Did he just turn in a Michael Jordan flu game? Huh? Hobbling on one leg, throws for over 300, gets his team to the Super Bowl, hurt ankle, just like Michael Jordan with the flu. I forgot how many he scored that game, but it was a ton. I'm just saying, these are the kind of things that superstar, like just greatest of all time type players, this is what they do. And I thought it was pretty special what Mahomes did. Just
Oh,
have to point that.
yeah, absolutely. Even just playing the game hurt and doing everything he could to get his team to the victory was special.
Yep. No, I agree. It was awesome. Good for him and Andy Reid. This will be Mahomes' third Super Bowl already. That's just not supposed to happen.
No.
Anyways, that's that game. So let's talk a few storylines and real quick. Let's be clear. Roger Goodell and the NFL wanted this exact matchup. I'm not saying it is rigged by any means. The Bengals made some stupid penalties, but I am saying Roger Goodell and them, this is what they were hoping for. And let me tell you a few reasons why. Here's the first one that nobody thinks about, and it means nothing. This is just funny to me, actually. The Super Bowl is at State Farm Stadium in Arizona. Guess who the spokespeople are for State Farm? The Chiefs. Hey, it's money, it's sponsors. Shut up.
Oh, I
Anyways,
like it. I
here's
like
the other.
it.
Let you give one. You got one? Why the NFL wanted
I
this
can't
matchup?
right now. I got too much going on. That was
Okay,
a good one. You
okay.
keep going.
Here's 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 another one. This is the Andy Reid Bowl. This is it. He is the winningest coach in Eagles history, Andy Reid. He did not win a Super Bowl with the Eagles, and now he is almost the winningest coach in Chiefs history. I don't know if he is the winningest coach. I think he's like second. Maybe Dick Vermeil, I think, is maybe the first. But either way, Andy Reid is the coach of both teams. He's trying to win his second with the Chiefs against his old team. That's just another storyline that they wanted to see that you wouldn't have got with the Bengals. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
you got any good
Oh,
storylines?
absolutely. An easy one. The Kelsey brothers. I mean,
Yep.
everything they got going on, the Kelsey brothers, they're entertaining, just everything with it. And now they're playing against each other. Are the parents going to wear like the half and half jerseys that you see sometimes, or is a dad going to wear one and a mom going to be wearing one? How's that going to work?
I'm gonna be honest. I think if you're a parent of this, are you so excited that you get two kids playing against each other in the Super Bowl? Or are you just like miserable because one of your kids is about to lose the Super Bowl? It's like
That's a
it's
good point.
tough.
Oh, that's
It's
tough.
I remember the Harbaughs when they coached against each other in the Super Bowl, the Ravens and Niners, and their parents and their family on who they wanted to win, and like it's tough, man. I don't know. I would be excited for it, but these guys are characters. You see Jason Kelsey's uh, touchdown dance in the end zone
Mm-mm.
when he followed one of his end zone guys. It was pretty funny. And
I missed it.
then Travis Kelsey, he always makes himself heard. He literally just told the Cincinnati mayor to go F off, pretty much. I mean, it was hilarious to hear. They called it Burrowhead, and you can see by how they were talking, even Mahomes, they took that to heart. I mean,
Oh, they did.
it just fed them. It gave them more motivation, and they were pissed. So good for them in that good old Arrowhead Stadium behind us that you see. But yeah, anything else? Kelsey Bowl, Andy Reid. We got State Farm.
I kind of did the State Farm thing, but the Patrick Mahomes and getting the star of the league, the face of the league, back to the Super Bowl. That's definitely a big storyline in my eyes, in my opinion.
Yep. No, I agree. I mean, Joey B would have been nice, but yeah, Mahomes is definitely the face of the NFL right now. And also, I just wanted to point this out because it just hit me again today because it hits me all the time. The Bears picked Mitch Trubisky over Patrick Mahomes. I just want to make sure people know that. Like, they just have to. That just shows how important draft day is. One freaking bad pick can ruin your entire franchise. And guess where the Bears are right now? The number one pick overall.
Trying to
Yeah, it's
pick
just
again.
It is crazy. But those are some interesting storylines that the NFL wanted. I am not here saying the refs wanted it or anything like that. You take it however you want. But that's what the NFL wanted, and they got it.
As far as the refs, I mean, we talked about it already. They struggled. They had a bad game just in general. I saw some shows earlier this morning when I was watching things. Uh, they need to be full time type of thing. Sometimes in big games, big moments, they're humans. I mean, the crowd that is on them the entire time, you either swallow the mic or not the mic, but the whistle, and you don't throw it, or you don't throw the flag, or then you throw the flag because you're not sure and you're kind of like, I mean, they're human too. They got to man up and play against or not just man up. I guess women do uh, NFL and playoff games as well, but that's a tough spot to be in. Like that's a lot of pressure. They got to do
I
better though.
agree. I agree. It's a tough sport to ref because there's a lot of objective calls, and one call can change an entire. Like this is what I don't like about the NFL. One penalty changes too much.
Hmm.
And I do want to say one thing. Like when you have a 10-yard holding penalty, it's almost a punt. I wonder what the stats are. It's almost a punt every time. You're first and 20.
Oh yeah.
And
Hmm.
I mean, unless you're Mahomes or that kind of offense, like it's just I would
Oh,
like to see penalties be less. And what about a holding penalty that's 5 yards? Does it have to
that's
be 10?
what it's
You
been.
know what
I
I
don't
mean?
know. Oh, I know
I
exactly
know.
what you mean. Us as Seahawks fans, we see it all the time. They hit a big run, looks good, holding, 1st and 10. Now it's 1st and 20. You're like, just line up and
Yeah.
punt. Just punt.
You
What
went
are you doing?
yeah, I know. You went from a big play to guaranteed punt, pretty much.
Hmm.
I mean, it's things like that and pass interference,
Oh, huge.
I, college does 15 yards every time, not the spot of the foul. I don't know, man.
I don't know. I
I don't
like
know.
the spot of the foul because of pass interference. I mean, you could take it's a 50-yard bomb and you grab him right at the end, but you only get 15 yards. I'm, I don't know. That's a tough one.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah, it
tough
is
one.
tough. Those are just off topic, but it is tough to ref in the NFL, I will say. Real quick, hey, we're going to be breaking down this Super Bowl this week in a video. We're going to do one next week when we give out best bets, and we're going to give out good prop bets because there's nothing better than that. I got a little over under for a national anthem because I mean, who doesn't want that? Gatorade color. I'm still. I haven't decided yet. I'm kind of one or the other right now. But well, we got green or red are probably the main ones, right? Who's not going to pour green or red, Eagles or Chiefs? But there's lots to do here, guys. I mean, it's
Orange I feel like is a pretty common one. No?
yeah,
Am I
it could be.
off?
But if you're Chiefs, you know what I mean. You're red, and anyways. But leave a comment here also on if you got any fun bets. I'd love to hear these prop bets. These Super Bowl ones are awesome. Also, leave a comment if you want us to go live on YouTube for the Super Bowl because we are on the fence right now if we're going to do it or not. So if we can get enough people to want to show up and all that, we might make it work. So, but real quick, this matchup, just briefly, Ryan, Eagles Chiefs. What are you looking forward to?
Obviously the Kelsey thing. Talked about that already a little bit, but the next thing would be Mahomes against this D line, the pass rush, and just the Eagles pass defense being number one all season long. Just best against best. Here we go.
That's
What else can you ask for?
literally what I have written down, like strength on strength.
Mhm.
I am jacked to see like guess when the last time we've seen like a number one pass offense versus number one pass defense. We know it's Seahawks Broncos, and the number one defense absolutely annihilated Peyton Manning and those Broncos, that passing offense. We talked about this pre-video. This Chiefs offense is better than that Broncos offense. They're just
Yeah,
special. Mahomes is special. Peyton Manning was at the end of his career, not mobile. They're different.
he still had a good
But
season, but yeah, it was different.
I will say also the Legion of Boom was not just the number one defense. They were freaking lights out. NFL history good. Like they
Yeah,
were unbelievable. This Eagles defense is not that good, but they are pretty awesome. So that's going to be my matchup. I can't wait to see. It's going to be a great day for State Farm, as we talked about. Jake from State Farm is going to just love it. Yep. But yeah, we're going to break down this game a lot, like matchups wise and all that, because this is going to be fun. We're going to break down what you would do if you were the Eagles trying to cover Travis Kelsey. We had a little conversations about that.
yeah.
We'll get into
We'll
that,
get into it.
but yeah, we'll do a video later this week to break down this game more, and then the week after that, leading up to the Super Bowl, we will do a video giving you our best bets for Super Bowl. Give it to me, Ryan.
57,
57? Is that where we're at?
57,
Okay.
right? I had it written down. Now you put me on the spot. Now I'm panicking. I
What
don't
are
know.
the Roman numerals? What are the Roman numerals for it? Is it
XLVV.
no
Right?
VI?
I don't
X?
remember.
I don't know, guys. It's a Super Bowl and it's gonna be friggin' awesome.
Dang it. Love when you put me on
Um,
the spot.
yeah, way to go, Ryan.
Fantastic.
But yeah, we're excited. So that kind of wraps up our recap and reactions, what we thought happened, and we are looking forward to the Super Bowl. It's two elite teams. The spread I think is right around pick'em, 1-2 points. It's going to be a good game. Two teams that are strength on strength. We are very excited. You know what else I'm excited about today? Going 3-0 in our NBA bets. That's a sweep. We are crushing it, guys. 104-71. Who's that over there?
That there's a broom. The broom is
That's
back
right,
there.
baby. That's right. You see that sweep?
Yep.
Sweep day today. Also a historic day for us because we just started our Discord channel. Finally. You can check it out below this video. Click on the Discord link and it'll be an invitation. You can join our channel. I'm going to give out best bets on there along with TikTok and YouTube Shorts and all that. But eventually we also will be going to YouTube, like I mentioned in the morning, daily videos. So it's going to be a lot of fun. We are growing this channel. When we started this video, we're almost at 700 subscribers. Man, we're gonna have to do something fun if we hit 1,000. Some betting contests, maybe give out some shirts, maybe shave Ryan's head. I don't know. We gotta figure it out. I should talk to Ryan about that beforehand. But
Like how you just
yeah,
threw that in there.
yeah, this is gonna be fun. I can't believe we're like 7/10 of the way there. Jeez,
Mhm.
that's crazy. This has been fun, Ryan. It's been a great NFL season, and we got one more game to break down. I'm excited. What's going on? You ready? You ready for the Super
I
Bowl
got
or what's up?
I'm definitely ready, but I got one more thing to say. I just thank you. I know I'm gonna mess up the name. Puv King. How do you say it? Piv
You messed it up.
King. I messed it up. I'm terrible at it. Thank you for setting up the Discord and helping us out with that. Huge help. Like that's awesome. Appreciate it.
Yes, thank you. For two dads who struggle with technology every once in a while and didn't know how to set up a Discord very well, he was clutch because he did it in like 2 seconds. Like he was quick. He knew exactly what he's doing. So we appreciate that help, man. And everybody who showed up on that live stream. That was a ton of fun. That was one of the most fun times I've ever had just watching a football game, talking back and forth with people. I learned about like 3 or 4 new sports. I learned why NASCAR drivers are sweaty after every race.
That was, I think, my favorite part of the whole
That
thing.
was
Like
good.
it was great.
Oh,
Oh
dude, that was
man.
fun. Anyway, so if we go live again, yeah, let us know if you want us to. And yeah, that's all I got for you guys. We're gonna see you guys later this week. We'll see you every day for some NBA bets. Appreciate all the support. We'll talk to you later.